They're being nasty to me again. Are you going to look after me? Oh dear. Oh yeah, they said I got TDS. Oh crikey. Didn't even know what it was, I didn't know. So it must have been really, really nasty. So, I had a look. And it came up with, on the Wikipedia, yeah, TDS. It's first coined, it was, by a conservative psychiatrist during the old Bush years as the Bush Derangement Syndrome. So, it must be the Trump Derangement Syndrome. Oh dear, I wonder if you can get medication for it. Yeah, I know what you could do. Stop going on social media. But here you go. And unfortunately for me, I think I'm lost there, you see, because I am on the side of common sense, practical stuff. You see, as a woodworker and somebody who stick things together, I like things that make sense. You know, I don't want to make sloppy joints, no. None of that, like, no scissoring either, no, none of that. It's not for me, no. So, why the hell did I say that? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to keep it in there. So, yeah, people were saying, well, one person actually said, oh, I got TDS, and then he went on a bit of a rant, so I had to hide him because there's a bit of vitriol. But, you know, you do get that when you have a YouTube channel that is MAGA. You know, the same as Farage and when I see these people like Farage and Donald Trump and Elon Musk spouting really ridiculous stuff, and if you stand up against Elon Musk, he'll either shadow ban you on his platform or he'll just tell you to F off. That seems to be his favourite, that does. When he hasn't got an answer, he just tells you to F off. It's just, there's something not right in that man's head. And there clearly is something not right in Donald Trump's head. So if anyone wants to tell me that there's something not right in my head, you might have a point, but it's not got to do anything to do with Donald Trump. I can see with my own bloody eyes and use my own flippant mind to work out for myself that everything he's basically proposing is rubbish. That ain't gonna work. Tariffs, for instance, he's got to double down on that with external, to undermine the IRS, to gain monies for people who make money from the US. Well, how's that going to work when there's treaties between the United States, say for instance the United Kingdom, or France for instance, or all these other countries where there is actual treaties in place? You have to get yourself a WEN form you've got to sign, you see, just like the fact that I have a monetised YouTube channel like this one and my woodworking one. Don't make much money, as you probably already know, hardly anything actually. It's pathetic. You think, why do you bother? It's definitely not for the money. So, and I have to fill in the form because I'm in the EU. And basically, I don't have to pay the 30% tax on everything I own. If I did, I'd have to shut down because, quite frankly, there'd be no point. Yeah, YouTube already takes nearly 30% as it is, so it's like crikey. Now, so how is that going to work with him having like an external tax collection service when half these countries have actually got treaties in place? Unless he's going to get rid of the treaties, which I wouldn't be surprised he'd try to do that. Probably in his, 2025, Project 2025, the thing he knew nothing about. And now that's all they talk about. Yeah. I just find it absolutely flabbergasting that we're supposed to listen to all this crap and people tell us that we're the crazy ones. Blimey. It is frustrating, let's be honest. It's really frustrating. And I've just had a nice phone call with somebody you might already know. He's got a YouTube channel and political YouTube channel. And he hasn't posted since about November time. And he's trying to avoid lots of social media and stuff like that. And his life has changed. He feels that he's a lot better off it. Off the social media, and I can't agree with him. I would say that's where the syndrome comes in. It becomes an obsession, and I think that's a problem. When your YouTube, your social media, everything becomes an obsession and addiction. Now, I've tried to move away from this so many times and never succeeded. I always get drawn back in again. It's quite hard not to. But this gentleman, he's actually, let's say he hasn't posted a video since November, and he doesn't know whether or not he wants to carry on or not. In his mind, he feels healthy or not, having that stuff out of his head, because all it does is create problems, family problems as well, actually. I'm not saying who it is. You might already know. He hasn't made any announcements as yet, and he doesn't actually know yet if he's going to give it in. To be fair to him, he doesn't know. It's quite hard. I don't think many people understand how difficult it is to have a channel like this, especially on this topic regarding politics and the madness that's going on around the world. I mean, you subject yourself to it constantly, and it's pressure. And I don't, if you're following it because you just like the how obscene it can be at times, and it's hilarious. But when you follow it so closely, and then you've got to try and learn for yourself the reasoning behind it. Why are they doing this? What's the nuances here? Why have they done it? And you think to yourself, you get a bit tired. A bit tired of it all. There's some people who make a really good bit of money out of it, like different buyers and people like that. In the United Kingdom, and other channels who do really, really well out of it. I would say. Tennessee Brandon does fairly well. He must do. The amount of views he gets, he's good, And I think he's a genuine geezer. He's had his problems in his past and what have you, and he's honest about it. It's something I feel I can relate to, because there's something I won't do to anybody. I won't lie. And to my own, how to put it, it causes me problems sometimes. It does. Trying to be as honest as you possibly can. I'd rather speak the truth or say nothing at all, if it makes any sense. I just don't want to go that way, because we've had so much of it, haven't we? Over the last few years, we've had so much lying, where individuals who are the perpetrators of those lies, they double down on them, and then they forget them. You get a few weeks later and they forgot what that lie was, and they just undermine themselves. And crap, what were you saying last week, was it? It's that kind of thing. And you think, so what's the point? What is the point? Just don't do it in the first place. Be honest with people, then you'll be honest with yourself. Then, it's effectively you're just a narcissist. Just somebody who just try to big themselves up all the time. Look at people like Pete Hegseth. He's going through the mill at the moment because he's being questioned regarding being in the government, being approved. And that'll be funny. He's going. They ask him some pretty pertinent questions, but I bet he'll still get through. I bet it's, like a lot of it. I bet they all will. It's just going to be a really dodgy government. He's not suitable. Definitely not suitable. He doesn't even know where places are. It sounds a bit like, crikey, what was it? Sola Braverman, who was saying that the borders between Turkey and Italy or something are already secure and stuff, but, there isn't even a border there, so, she's even been there, she's even seen it. It's that kind of madness and that, but people are actually, there's a lot of people out there who don't check up. They think she thinks she's speaking the truth, but she's not. And there's like a lot of these people, they just, they've said it, so it must be true. Donald Trump said it, so it must be true. Nigel Farage said it, so it must be true. It's like they've gone so far down. They are rabbit warren, and it's just, it's become true to them as well. These people are speaking truth to power, it's all, for their benefit. They're doing it for us. It's not, they're just trying to feather their own nests. That's all they're doing. Thinking about money that Nigel Farage makes now, about £1 million. £1 million a year now. Over 900 of that is just from GB News. These people shouldn't be able to have platforms like that. They shouldn't be able to promote propaganda like that. We're subjected to it all the while, and it's very wearing. That is, it can be depressing. You know, you think, crikey, people are believing all this stuff, and you think, what's going to happen in the country, you know? You know, like I made a video yesterday because people were saying they want to leave the United States and come to the United Kingdom, but we've got our own problems in the United Kingdom. There's problems here in France, problems everywhere. It's very hard to escape. It depends on what stage you are at this level of madness. In the United States, well, they clearly have, well, they lost the plot. Not everybody, obviously, but those who voted for Donald Trump. If anyone actually thinks that he's going to make their lives better, no. It's going to get tougher with Donald Trump as the President of the United States. And also, he's going to drag everybody else down with him. It's going to be some hard times ahead. It really is. And it's going to cause a lot of mental anxiety for people. The worry, the stress, whether or not they're going to get their Medicaid or Medicare or the Obamacare. You know, it's going to become a battle. And those of you who are in the blue states, it's going to be a constant battle. I think the only thing you potentially could do, which isn't going to happen, is withdraw your taxes. Especially to California, the way they've been treated recently. It's disgusting. And these people are disgusting. They're literally wishing on them to be dead. They deserve to burn, they go. What sort of mentality is that? I just beggars belief, doesn't it, you know? It's a lovely day, actually. Yeah, it is. It's cold, but it's everything was covered in ice earlier. You know, frost. Really hard frost as well. But then the sun comes out, and then it's beautiful. It's still cold, but it's beautiful. So, anyway. So, for them to tell me that I've got TDS, well, maybe I have. There you go. Toodaloo. Or should I say toodle pip? Toodle pip!